Hi, and welcome to Mira by Specialist Direct. This is the training video for the VAFA Pilot Club Associates. We are so excited to have you here with us in promoting a proactive approach for injury management. With Mira, you will be able to help transform your injury recovery case management experience for the better. You will be able to communicate and interact with your injured player, exchange information, track their recovery progress, as well as receive up-to-date data and reporting. As a club associate, you will have access to our web-based system called the Web Panel, which can be accessed through a laptop, tablet, and your mobile phone browser. Let's start by showing you how to log in to the Web Panel. First of all, check the welcome email that you would have received from admin@specialist.direct, which has your username and password. Click the link that you find in the bottom of that email, which will open up a browser to this login page. Simply type in your username and password and click Submit. If you have difficulty logging in with the password provided, you can send a quick email to support@specialist.direct and we will resend an invitation for you. So, welcome to the Mira by Specialist Direct web panel. Let us take you through the menu on the left and what you should be able to see as different levels of users. Let us walk you through the features together. On the left-hand side, you can see your name, a green circle around your user icon indicating that you're online, your role, for example, case admin, coach, physio, player, etc., and your associated club along with its logo. You can click this user icon to change your status from active, which means online, to inactive, so that other club associates and players can see your availability status. On the top right-hand side, you can see a user icon in white, where you can either edit your profile preferences or log out. Here you can edit your user details by clicking the Edit button on the top right-hand corner. You can add or edit your details on each field, except for your email address. You can also change your account password, your system preference, and your notification preference. Click Submit after setting each preference. Now let's see the menu you have on the left side of the panel. Depending on your user level, you will see different menu options. If you have been assigned as a club or a case admin, you will be able to see the user management menu in addition to the dashboard, appointment, case management, chat, and recovery progress. Let's see what's on the dashboard. This dashboard is currently set to show the number of users and the number of return to play cases. You can see how many users are active and inactive, and how many return to play cases are open and closed under your management only. Next, you can see the appointment feature. This is where you can create appointments with other users and players associated to you. And you can also see your day, your week, and your month in calendar form. Let's have a look at this appointment that popped up on my calendar. It seems that one of my injured players has set up an injury update meeting with me. He has also included a link to the meeting that I can easily click. Now, if I click on the drop-down icon here, I can see who else has been invited to this meeting. So, what happens when I can't make the appointment time or would like to invite other participants? Well, in that case, I can go to the chat function over here, create or open one of the chats with the user who invited me, and then discuss my adjustment request for the meeting in the chat. The meeting creator can then edit from their end. On this profile, I logged onto as a case admin. So I can see the user management function where I can see all the club associates and players in my club. These are just sample data. This data can be exported through the report function over here, where you can also export all the cases associated to you. If I receive an injury report from a player or club associate, either on the field or through the system, I can go ahead and add a case to support them with their return to play journey. If you aren't sure whether the player is already in the system, you can do a search for them here. Let's say her name is Viva. Oops, turns out that she's not on the system yet. So let's create a user account for her. To create a user account, simply click the plus button on the top right-hand side. If you have multiple users to create, you can also do a bulk import by completing the CSV Excel file template for users that have been previously shared. So let's now create an account for Viva. Click the plus button and select the types of users to create. I will select player, and we can now complete the details for Viva. Pay attention to the role setting on the lower left-hand side here. This is where we provide users with read or write and write permission. Click the question mark to see the difference. In this case, I want my injured player to have both read and write permissions. So now I'm going to go ahead and check all the details, especially the email addresses. This can't be changed later without contacting the system administrator in our support team. If you're sure everything's right, oh, look, I haven't selected a coach. So I'm going to select the default coach and click submit. Great. I have now created Viva. Let's see if we can find her now. There she is. You should be able to see the notification there when it said user created, and then this will automatically trigger an email to this user which will provide them with the app download and login instructions. After creating the user, you should be able to see the user associated to you on the case management bar. After you create a case for them, if you haven't created a case for them, then you need to go to the user management panel and then create a case. Click Add Case. In Mira, the injured player can have multiple cases and multiple case lines, which is under service details here. A new injury can be recorded by creating a case from the user management menu panel, and a related injury or treatment can be recorded by adding a case line from the case management menu panel. Let's try to create a new case for Viva from the user management menu. Search for Viva and click Add Case. You see most of the fields are already populated from the player details, so you will only have to enter a few things. Case ID, date of injury, date of case submitted, and anything else that was not provided before. Now let's enter the injury details in the service details section. You can see SL1 here, which means service level 1. This means that this injury case only has one series of treatment planned and no related injury recorded yet. Simply click the drop-down option to select the recommended intervention type. Set the status to open. Select the area of injury, nature of injury, recommended treatment commencement time, and recommended completion. Hospital provider and specialist information are not required fields to create a case or service line, but don't hesitate to enter these information when relevant. Just at the end of this section here, above case status, you can choose to upload relevant files to the injury. This can be a recording or image of the incident, injury site, medical certificates, etc. Accepted files are JPEG, PNG, and PDF. After you set the case status to open, you can choose to upload relevant files to the injury. I can also select other users that I would like to associate this injury with. Of course, they need to already be set up on the system under this club. There is also a survey function that will be triggered when a case is closed. This will provide insights on the player's return to play experience. Last but certainly not least, you can create case notes. This will assist you in managing this case. These case notes are confidential to you as the case administrator and cannot be seen by non-associated users and players. So after this, what if my injured player reported a related injury? Well, as mentioned before, we can add a case line by going to the case management menu. Let's submit this first. There, it's showed up on the case management as one of the cases I'm managing. Click View More and find the edit icon on the top right hand side here. And click the plus button on the right hand side of the service details section. Click SL2. Complete the related injury. Treatment commencement and completion, and submit. I need to click open here. Should be okay. Yep, case updated successfully. Great, so now you've set up your injured player, logged their injury by creating a case and case lines. Now it's time to reach out to your injured player to notify them that their case has been set up. Simply go to the chat function and start a chat with your injured player and associated users. Let's reach out. Let's chat to Viva to let her know about her case. Viva will see these messages when she logs into the app, and when your injured player logs their recovery status, you will be able to see their progress from the recovery progress function over here. You can select whose progress you would like to see, click View More, select the scale type, pain or mood, select the date range, and you can see what they have put in. So Viva has logged in and she has rated her pain level to be 7 this morning. And we can see that her mood is on a 5 this morning. Let's see Adam. Scale type, pain. You can see a curve here. The orange curve shows all of the evening progress. You can zoom in and zoom out, or even select a particular time. You can download this report in different formats as VG, PNG, and CSV. And of course, you can also look at all the comments that your injured player has left upon each update. If you find that there are no updates logged or irregular updates logged, then it's good to check in with them throughout the recovery period using the chat function. Or you can also set up an appointment to see how they're going. To create an appointment, simply go to the appointment menu and click the plus button. Select the player, the case ID. Tick the box if the player is part of this appointment, which she will be. Write a title. Details if necessary. Mode, online or in person. Participants. Location. Start time. And end time. Click Submit to create the appointment. As you support your injured players through their return to play journey, you will use these features that we just went through until such time that they have fully recovered from the injury or opted out from the program. Then their case can be closed. You can do this by returning to the Case Management menu. Click View More, Edit, select Closed under the case status and Closed under the case line status. Injury fully resolved. Select the appropriate reason and click Submit. Case closed. So, we just went through your user journey as a club associate. If you have any further questions or issues with your account, you can chat with our support team through the system. Email us on support@specialist.direct, or we can discuss this with our Mira team during the check-in sessions throughout the program. Thank you so much for completing this Club Associate training module. You can continue to the player training module so that you can view the player journey in using the Mira app by Specialist Direct. See you then. Thank you from the Mira team.